Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another scrapbook process video, and I just want to show you the different ways that I could possibly sort of document my hobby, which is reading. But you could document whatever hobby that you're doing. You know, if you're doing a bunch of like different socks, every pairs of socks or mittens or knitting, you could take a picture of all that and then, you know, make an album of what you got done in the whole year, or diamond painting, whatever it is. So I want to show you the 3 different ways. I'm just going to do this for January. I'm not going to do this every month, but it was just to give you some different options. So the first option I did was in this Bookworm Life, in this reading planner. And basically at the end of the month, I just printed my photos really small and put the star rating, just a little bit of, you know, embellishments and a little bit about the book. So that was the first one, and the 10 books fit pretty good. And this one, I will definitely keep that going because I want everything in this one book, because I keep track of the series I started, the series I finished, how many, you know, all the books I read in the year, and then which books I read off my TBR this year. All the good stuff are going to be all in here. And then I thought it'd be fun to do like a 12 by 12 layout. So I did that. I did a 2-page spread. I printed the pictures about the same size as that one. So I did a 2-page spread. So was the second. Now this third one, I want to do it so that it is Project Lifestyle. Now the page protector that I have is from Simple Stories, and you won't see it in the camera anyway. It'll probably just make a glare, but it's 1 4x6, 2 3x4, 2 6x6, 2 3x4, and 1 6x6. And then I arranged it so that you could see if I was to put everything on one page, like all 10 books would be on the page like this. So it would have no writing about the book. It would just be the book itself. And I can put, you know, this is book number 6. This is book number 9. Put them again in the order that I read them. And here, I'm going to put January reads. And I can just talk about the month as a whole, or I can put each book, like number 1, Regretting You, and then just put the star rating. And I can also do a 2-page spread and spread the 2-page, you know, all the pictures between the 2 pages. Now I've kind of chosen some extras so that I can do the 2 pages, but we're going to get started and we'll decide as we're going if I'm going to do the 2 pages or I'm going to keep it down to just 1 page like this. At this point, I've already sort of summarized the books these other 2 times, but if I was going to keep this way going as my second method, you know, so that I have it in my 12 by 12 album and not this way, then definitely I would, you know, do the 2-page and kind of put the summary of each book. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. We'll see how long the video is. And by the way, oh my Lanta, I had no idea that the last video, until I sat down and started editing, I was like, oh, that video was an hour and a half. I had no idea that I spent that much time getting that 2-page spread done. It didn't feel like that long. I was, I guess, having a good time, and I just got it together. Now, this is going up today. Today's February 12th. And I've had a lot of questions, people sending me emails, and on Facebook too, I had a couple of personal messages, so PMs, I guess. and asking me, are you still doing Scrapathon 5 in March? And yes, I am doing Scrapathon 5. It'll go on sale probably like the 24th or the 25th of this month. And I did put my classes on sale, and it was supposed to be for just the weekend, but I didn't talk about it at all. So I'm going to leave it on for a couple more days because this video is going up. So if you're interested in any of my classes, a lot of you have taken advantage, but like I said, I haven't really talked about it on YouTube very much. So I'm going to leave it on sale for a few more days, and you can take advantage of the 50% off. I'm calling it the Winter Blues sale. Oh my Lanta, we've had so many storms. It's just one after another. It's not too much accumulations. Oh, where's 3? Oh man. Okay, well, let's get the other ones, and then maybe it's still on the sheet. So I'll go look after and make sure that I just didn't forget 3 on the sheet, which is highly possible. But there's 6. So yes, so all my classes, you have from demystifying clustering to 2-page spread class. I have 2-page spread class. I have 4 scrapathons, which, you know, that's 31 videos each, 31 pages each. I have a 6x6 class. I have a circle class. Tons of different classes. So if you're interested, the link is always in the description box below. Okay, so let me check if number 3. Yeah, I left number 3 over here. So what I had done was, because I knew I was going to do this 3 times, I stamped out 1 to 10 3 times. And again, every month I am not going to be doing this the 3 different ways, because that would be sort of overkill. But I wanted to give you guys, 3 different ways that I could get these done. And of course, last year and the year before, I did in mini albums, and that was fun too. I just thought it'd be fun to have it in my regular sort of scrapbooking album, like the 12 by 12. Now I can make it so that I can make it so that it's just an album just of my layouts, or it can be just part of my regular scrapbooks. So I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do that. So now I'm just going to take these little tiny stickers, and I'm just going to put January reads. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time figuring out where I should put it. I'm just going to put it right there. January. Now, if I was to just make it this 1 page and not a double page, once I have this done, that would be it. That would be done. So if it's something like, yes, I want to keep track of this, but I don't want to spend a couple of hours every month spending time doing this, you can just do it like this. Just quickly print off the books that you read and just put them like this. And on here, you could put the star rating. Like if you're like, I really don't want to put a little synopsis of every book. It's not something that bothers me whether I, you know, have that in there or not. So that would be perfect. So you could just put the little book like that and just be done. Or you could take this and, you know, decorate right there, right on this right here. Let me see. I don't think I want to put yellow on yellow. That's a bit kind of boring. But I could pick another color. You won't, I mean, you wouldn't be able to put a whole bunch of stuff, but enough that, you know, it'll look cute. So you could do that, put a little bit of an embellishment, and just be done. So here, what I'm going to do is, I'd seen a pen somewhere, but I don't know where it is now. So I'm not going to worry about it. I know I have 10 books. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Well, that sucks. So what I can do is some of them, the title is really short, so I can, you know, not write too big. So regretting you. And then I can put one there too. And I want to put the star rating. The Bromance Book Club. And 3, The Bookish Life. Okay. Traitor to the Throne. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I'm just going to chat because this is kind of boring. So this week, what week are we? We're the 12th. So on the weekend, Mason had a hockey tournament. They played Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They won a game, they lost a game, and they tied a game. And the kids had a blast. On Sunday, it was my husband's birthday. So they brought him a birthday cake and a card. And they sang happy birthday to him. And they kept it a secret. That was what impressed me the most. All the kids knew that they were going to do that, but nobody spilled the beans, which was awesome. And then him, Mason, and Jessica, I wasn't feeling very good. I had worked in the morning, and one of my friends came in and did the afternoon for me, so I could go to the game and be home for my husband's birthday. And so I had worked from 6:30 to 12:30. And then I got really like, just not feeling good at all. And so that's good to know. Like, I'd be able to put that much more books here. So at that night, all the kids came home and we just had hamburgers and sausages. I didn't eat because I wasn't feeling good. And then Monday, I was working a night shift, which I hadn't worked a night shift in, I think it was like 3 months. Everybody's like, oh, you're here for a night shift. It was like, yeah. So one of the guys, he's not normally on my shift, and he was like, well, why didn't you ask me to switch? And I said, well, I thought you were switching with somebody else. And normally, he's like, well, we don't always do it. And he said, don't you usually switch with this other person? I said, yeah, but I didn't want to bug him like every single rotation. Do you want to switch? Do you want to switch every time I work? So I figured that I would do like one night shift. I can tell you, 1 o'clock in the morning, I hit the 3 o'clock wall. I was like in a big truck and just like, boom. Oh, I felt, and especially because the day before I wasn't feeling that great. So it was like, it was, night shifts are not for me anymore. I can tell you that. Okay, so I'm going to have to put my head, or maybe not. Ooh, I don't know if I have room here for that one. We shall see what I can do. So I was some glad when that night was over, I can tell you that. Oof. And yesterday when I got home, I only slept 4 hours. So last night I was in bed mega early. I just put it right above it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And then I'm just going to color in. I'm going to try to make it all colorful. With these, I can do my distress markers. So I'm just going to choose some colors that look really good all together. And then I'll just spread it out. Some of my favorite colors, I guess. So then, so yesterday I didn't do much. My son and I ended up chatting most of the afternoon. Went to bed super early because at that point I was like almost like I was exhausted. How about some pink? So that's 3, 6, 8, 2 more. And then this morning I got up fairly early. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to get this done. Now tonight Mason has a hockey game. And then we're going to the Wildcats game. They have our junior team here. They also have a game. So my husband and I, we're not taking Mason because it's a weekday game and he's got school tomorrow. So we're just going, him and I. But it's okay because this weekend we're taking him to the game. There's a game on Sunday and on Monday, and we're going to both, and we're bringing Mason to both. And this weekend, what else do we have planned? I think we're going to try and get some work done in the basement. We want to build an extra bedroom down there, so we might start working on that. So that's going to be that. So Mason has a game tonight. He has a game or a practice tomorrow night with CCM. My husband's on the ice too, so I'll be going to that. And then what else do we have planned? We have nothing planned for Valentine's Day. My second daughter and her husband and Josh and Taylor are going to the movies on Friday. So that'll be fun for them. I can't remember if Traitor to the Throne, if I gave that 4 stars or 4.5 stars. I think it was 4.5. But I'll put 4, and then I'll just put a little 4.5. So I don't know. I think after this, I'm going to look and see if there is any movies that we might be interested in. They're going to see Sonic. I'm okay if I don't see Sonic. Ever the Hunted was also a 4-star. But there might be another movie that we would want to see. So we might do that. I don't know. Or we'll just stay home. We're always running here, there, and everywhere. So we might just stay home. The Girl in 6E was 4 stars. I had a lot of great reads in January. I enjoyed this a lot. This month a lot. Let's do the light blue. Our Stop was a 4-star. I think that was probably my biggest surprise was Our Stop, because I had heard nobody talk. I don't think I've ever heard anybody talked about it. I mean, I don't watch everybody on BookTube, but I personally haven't heard anybody talk about it. And it was on sale. It was like $2.99 or something. I'm like, that sounds like something I might enjoy. and I loved it. It was so cute. I'm really enjoying adult contemporary. That is probably, it is my most read genre right now. I can read through those so quickly. I think I'm going to do green here. The Girl He Used to Know. That was my other 5-star read. Not 4.5, but 5-star. I'm loving this author. Had read 2 books from her. Now I'm up to 5. I've read 5. I've read 2 in February up to now. One was a 5-star. The other one was like a 4.25 maybe. I still really enjoyed it, but it wasn't like, wow. I enjoyed it though. We'll talk about those in February. Okay, so you could do that and, you know, make it so that this is, you know, that'd be it. Just with the numbers, and that would be done. Or you can decorate each of the little spots like that. I just got some of my labels that I got printed at Staples. And then I could just add a little label to each, like wherever the number is. And then add another little something. Or, again, you can do this and decorate that. But, again, because, you know, I went and found everything. But because this is like my 3rd time doing this, you know what I mean by, you know, decorating the card, the whole card. I might just like do one or something and then not use it. But I think for me personally, because this is the 3rd time I'm doing this, so I really don't want to have the description of each book 3 times. I'm just going to do this, I think, and then just add one more little thing and then call it good. And have the star rating there so I can quickly look at it. And then instead of having like a whole, you know, 24 pages, I can have just 12 pages and a really good summary. Like when I flip through those, I'll be able to see which book I read really quickly in the year 2020. Or if you don't do either of the other 2, then you can do sort of the style that I did with the mini album and do like the 2 cards. But I think I'm going to be okay with not doing that this time. So, and another thing it's going to do, it's going to make it so that this video is not 2 hours long. But it kind of gives you, you know, still sort of like how I would go about getting these done with a 12 by 12 page protector, project lifestyle kind of thing. Okay, I kind of like this big one maybe just for something different. And then I'm going to go look through my stickers that I have just for that I use for my books, like reading the books. And I'm just going to add a couple stickers and we're going to call this good. This is coming together really quickly and I'm not mad about that. I'm kind of really happy about that. I think for that one there, I'm going to do gray again. I don't really want to do color on color because it's not going to show unless it's a deeper color. I can cut this down. So yeah, tonight I'm trying to get this done fairly quickly because I got to leave the house around 3:30 and then we're going to go go to the hockey game. Mason's hockey game, and then the Wildcats game. There you go. Oh, there was a pink one. But I don't want to do pink on pink. So, what is that? I think I'll do gray again. Okay, I love these labels. I love labels for an embellishment foundation. This is like nothing super fancy, right? Like it's coming together really quickly. It's still documenting all the books that I read, and in a cute way, like it's still in my album. I'm going to look through here and see if there's anything in here that I want to put on. Because basically all I want to do right now is just to add a couple of little things just to make it so it's decorated, like embellished. If this is the first time that you're, putting these in your album, then you would do the 2-page or the 2 cards and do a 2-page spread and have all your books documented. But it would be the same, sort of the same process, Just put a little label, a little bit of embellishment, then do the summarizing of your book. Then you could put, instead of having this, you could put the star rating right on that card and call it good. Okay. I love the Colleen Hoover book, so I'm going to put the little hearts right over top. And then I'm going to take another one of those. Just going to decorate a little bit. Doesn't have to be super fancy. Like I can't tell you how many times that I've gone through my mini albums that I've done in the last 2 years, and I just look through the books and I go, oh yeah, I just enjoy looking at all the books that I read. And I might just be weird. That's highly possible. But I just enjoy it. I really do enjoy looking at all the, I don't think I can put a banner. Let's see, it's something else maybe that I can put. But yeah, I really enjoy looking at all the books that I read. So, and really, I'm not looking at, the embellishing. Like sometimes I'll go, oh, that's really cute, but it's not like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have put that there. And as much as I, love certain books, sometimes it's nice to, when I have the summarization and I look at it and I go, oh yeah, that's what the name of the characters were. Or, oh yeah, I need to read the other book in that series, I just enjoy it. And I usually pick a set of embellishments and I just stick with that. I don't try to change it up and, make it super difficult on myself. Okay. That one there. I can even put a little coffee because I enjoy, although I don't drink too much coffee while I'm reading. Because I usually, in the morning, for some reason, I still do stuff that's kind of book related. I kind of look at you know, if I need to color anything in my agenda or something like that. And then there's a little suitcase. I'm seeing if there's any one of them that they kind of were traveling, but I don't think there wasn't. So yes, I'll update my reading planner and that kind of stuff. But I don't usually read. I just kind of take that time to sort of enjoy my coffee, because what I start noticing was if I did that, I threw out half my coffee. And I'm like, well, what's the point? You know? So now I kind of drink my coffee and then I start my day. And I kind of like that. I like that little pencil because she was sort of a note taker, you know, had to have everything written down. So that, I think that's pretty much all the cards kind of decorated. Now, if I were to decorate, you know, like let's say if I was going to put those on the same one like that, then what I would do is just take a label like this and just kind of decorate one side of the card. I would still look through this, look for something that I can maybe stick on that card, sort of like that, and then maybe add a couple of little stars or something else, just little hearts or something, just something to decorate it. This one here, this package here, has probably been my favorite. It's Carpe Diem Bloom. I can tell you, when I go to Crop and Create this year, I'll definitely look to see if there's any more like that I can purchase, because I have used this so much. Another thing I like to do is little arrows. I use a lot of arrows in these. And then I will take my star rating and stamp my star rating. Usually I'll stamp it wherever this is. And, you know, you can put a couple of enamel dots right around here. Where are my enamel dots? You know what I noticed? I had a whole thing. Oh no, those are the extra. That's right. That was on purpose that I didn't do these. These were all my shaped ones. I think I was done, to tell you the truth. That was a long process. I'm happy. I'm happy that it's done. And same with my sequence in my wood veneer. That was also a long process, but man, I have used wood veneer in a few layouts because of it. And I hadn't used wood veneer in a while, but because I did that, it was like, yeah, now I can just reach for them, which I really like. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how I would do it. And then I would just do the summary on there and then, you know, kind of move these over. So then you would take 2-page spread. But I'm kind of thinking, let me put it in the page protector, you know, and see how she looks. Now, one thing I do, because this is like a 4x6, and if I put those two like this, they're going to be moving around. They're going to be sort of a pain. So what I do is I just take a piece of cardstock, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Let me try to find a piece of cardstock here. Oops. Sorry about that. Let's get a piece of 8.5 by 11 because I know exactly where those are. And I have so much 8.5 by 11. they need to be used up. And then I'm going to cut it down to 6 inches because I don't want it to be more than 6 inches. Actually, I could have went 5. I can now use this. And then I'm going to make it a little bigger than 1 inch just to make it so it's easier on myself. I don't know how many I need, and you can tell they're not straight or anything. I'm not too worried about that. And then I would take this and I would just put some adhesive there, ATG, and I kind of put it down just so that each card is touching as much as the other one so they don't come apart. And then when I'm doing the other page, like when I flip this over, then you just use the other side. Yeah, like you glue them back to back, but just so they don't go in to each other. Oh, look what it was supposed to be this way. Is it? Yes. It's this way. So the first two, actually, I'm good. So I'm going to do this. Then like that. Then these two, I'm going to put like this. I'm not sure how they open. Open on this side. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 5 and 6. They're going to go there. Like that. So in the description box below, let me know, between the 3 different ways, which way do you like the best? I have to say, I don't think I'm fully sold on which way I'm going to do as my second. I don't know if, like, I'm going to do the reading planner because I want everything in there, but I also want to do it this way. Either like this, a project lifestyle, or the 2-page spread style. And I'm not sure which one I want to do. And if I decide, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. If I decide that I'm going to do project lifestyle instead of a 2-page spread, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put this with each card that I had decided. And if I decide to do that, then I'm not going to want January to be different than the rest of the months. Like, I'm going to want January to match the other months. So I'm going to want to sort of do it this way and write the story there, right? So I'm going to put all the cards back with what sort of I had chosen, instead of having to do that work again, because I really don't want to do that work again. And that one was this one. And this one was this one. I think I have a card with each. Oh, no, this card was this one. Okay, so I have a card there. Don't have, oh, that's gray. This is pink. Okay, so I can just find one gray card. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. So when I put all that stuff away, I'll be able to just tuck it behind there. But yeah, but I think because I have these other two right now, and I haven't decided, so I don't want to do it another whole time. I have this way. Then I have this way. I think the only reason that I would sort of lean towards doing it in the 12 by 12 page protector is that way I get to use those thousands of project life cards that I haven't used. And if I don't do anything project life related, then it's going to be like, you know, you have all this stuff that you're not using. I'm going to keep this up for sure. Okay, now that I have all this in there, I'm like, you know what? You're probably going to keep this way. You guys are probably going to hate me because instead of stopping the video, I'm going to be like, nope. We're going to finish this up because if I don't do it right now, it's not going to get done. So we're going to do it right now. It's not going to take long because I'm not going to, I'm not going to make it totally involved or difficult or anything like that. So that means that this part is going to change probably, because instead of like this, this is going to be like this. So I need the ink again. Where's the ink? I don't know where my other ink is. Guys, I can't tell you how bad my scrapbook room is. And I'm like, but you said you weren't going to let this happen again. But I just have so many projects on the go. And as soon as you have, you know, I think I have 5 projects on the go. So that's why I'm trying to finish stuff off. Like I'm trying to finish this. I said I was going to do 3 ways and I'm trying to finish it. Then next I'm going to do, you know, keep working on my December daily because that needs to be done because it's not done. So you'll probably see a few videos for that so I can, you know, get that done. See, I don't have, look at the little bit of, that's why I'm so happy I did this with my enamel dots, because now I can go, okay, you need to get some black enamel dots. Now I did go on AliExpress and I think I bought like 10 packages maybe. It wasn't a lot. I think it cost me $12. Or maybe it was more than that. I think it was 14. It wasn't 14 packages. So I'm not going to do the whole description because I'm literally going to look at what I wrote before and I'm just going to do that only because like that would take so much time right now. Okay, let's do this. And I need a card for that. Let's put this away. And what did I do with that? Right here, because I'm going to need it again. For sure. Okay. So let's do number 2. You know what? It's okay to change your mind. I totally changed. I think I'm going to keep that for another one because it's too close to the one I just did. I want to, you know, change it up a little bit, and that's totally fine. How about There's blue on that card, so I'm going to use a blue label. This was a package that I had, you know, with all my bookish related stuff, and I hadn't used it, so I'm making sure to use all the stuff that I've had pulled for this. I'm thinking after this year, I'll probably have to sort of replenish that bucket because I haven't replenished it. I started this year and it's the same bucket as I had last year. I didn't add to it or anything. Just really trying to see how easy it is to take those enamel dots. I am loving this. If you missed that video, just look on my playlist, Organize With Me. Now, some people said, I could have used Ziplocs, and I could have, but I wanted something that was open. I don't like opening and closing stuff. So those Avery L pockets was perfect because I can take stuff out of it really easy. I can put stuff back in really easy. Just don't flip it over like I just did. But even at that, it's easily, fixed. It didn't take me long. So this one, I'm going to put the stars up there. And that book I gave 4 stars. Now, what I can do now, because I am doing this, that January reads, instead of, I'll just get another 4x6 card and I'll just make big letters, January reads. And that's totally fine. I'll just go find that exact same card and that's what we'll do. Okay, so that is number 2. Like I said, I'm not going to do the writing. I am going to do it before I put them away because you know me, if I don't do stuff right away, then it just doesn't get done. So I am, going to take this downstairs at the table and I'll just do my journaling right away. So number 3 is this one. And let's stamp. I don't know if I should talk about the books or not because, oops, this is my 3rd videos with these books. And at first I was thinking, like maybe I can just do different ways, different months. And then I thought, no, because by then it'll be like the end of March, like into April, before you see all the different ways. So yes, it's all the same books, but at least everything is done in a nice, timely manner. So, okay. Trying to use everything that's kind of here. I think I'm going to keep that for one of the books there. It was totally the best. One of my favorites. Oh, it's kind of big. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but okay. It's a heart. And what about one of these? I'm kind of not liking, I don't know what that's supposed to be. So you know what? I'm just going to chop that off. Then that label's too big. What if I put the label there and then like that? That works better. Now, when I go through this, I try to think, oh, what was the book about? And is there anything in here that kind of reminds me of this? And this is like very, it's an adult contemporary, but it's also like chick lit because it's about a family family dynamics and her finding out about her new family. So, you know, the heart, but really stuff like that, you can just put really anything, right? And I'm glad I brought out and I like that this is in a little drawer too. This is a recollections drawer. It has 2 shelves and then 2 drawers. And I don't know if they sell those anymore. I wish they wouldn't do that, you know, sell something and then stop making it. But I love that I can see my colors right here. I can just grab what I need. Love that. Okay, so basically all I'm doing is I'm taking out these, finding another one, and putting them instead. So I'm putting them away as I'm making them, which is fine. Isn't that funny? Like, I was like totally adamant. Nope, I'm gonna do it this way with just all the books, and then he was like, I think I want the double, just because I think I'm going to keep going with this. It's probably not going to be more than 2 pages per month, because this month was a big month. I read 10 books in January. I have to be honest, I don't think that that's going to be something that, you know, is going to be happening all the time. Right now, I think we're the 12th and I'm up to 4. So it's almost the middle of the month and I have 4 read. So I'm thinking 8 is probably going to be more like, there's some of them, more like the average. And that's still a good average. Like, it's still a good amount. I think I'm just going to do something like this. And that's another thing. I'm not spending a whole lot. It's not something that I want to go, oh, you know, I want to spend all this time figuring out exactly how I want to get this done. Nope. Boom, boom, boom. All this stuff. And this one here, I'm going to put little hearts because I love that series so much. Should I just put 2 hearts? Yeah, it is a good story. That's a nice card for it. Now I'm going to get this again. This time I'm going to put the stars down here. I think my second most read genre is fantasy. I like the adventures, you know, because I like the fantastical part of it, like the magic and all this stuff. I really like that. So, okay, that's another one that I have to use one of these. So let's do this. And that's not gonna, and I know I have a little bit of decoration on this, but that's okay. It's all good. Just adds a little bit more to it, that's all. And for this, I didn't really kind of kept a theme going. You know, as far as colors, I didn't say, oh, this month, because with my December daily, I'll say, okay, right now I want to do green and reds. And then I want to do, you know, the next one, I want to do this color. For this, I just went, ooh, I really like gray, blue, yellow, and green. I like those cards. I just grabbed, you know, matching ones. Let me see. Yeah, I'm really enjoying that story. actually enjoying the second book even more than the first one. So I think it's going to become a favorite series. I'm almost halfway through, I think. So I'm going to use the other half of that circle doily thingamajig, just so that it's used. I don't think I have any gray enamel dots. Just kind of sad. But like I said, that's one thing that it did. It now I look at it and I go, okay, I need gray. So if, you know, if I ever see that you can, you know, get neutral colors, then I need to get some neutral colors for sure. Brown. I have a little bit of brown, but brown, gray and black, like almost nothing. So that's that. And this one, it's two little separate pockets, so I don't have to do that. I'm just going to stick it in. And then I'm going to go get the other. I'm going to pause and I'm going to get a new card and another page protector. Okay. So I'm just going to take this. I just grabbed pretty much the first alphas that I saw. Like, oh, that's good. Like I said, it's something that I want to definitely document because I'm really enjoying all the books I'm reading and all that stuff, but it's not something that I want to, you know, it's not a project that every month I'm like, oh, this takes so long. Like this month, I have to say, I did put a lot of time on this, and that's because I was trying to, you know, come up with different options for you guys and for me, different ways that I could and that you could document your hobbies. So I'm just going to put January reads. And I don't find the other card was a waste of time. It's just, it didn't work out, and that's fine. And it gave you that option too. So I'm loving it. How about if I do a little decoration on this? Not too much. Just a little something. Something like that. And that'll be good. We'll call it good. Put this there. And we'll put this there. There. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. That's really going to pop every month, like where the month starts and all that. So that's good. So what book am I on? Oh, I got to take these out. Now on book number 5. So let's find book number 5. That's 9. That's 6. That goes with this. That's 8. That's 10. I know that. Here's 5. Does this go with this? Oh no. Okay, I already did it. I just needed to put them away, which is fine. Let's put this in there. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. Loving it. I could see I have all the journaling cards here and all the books here. I kind of like it. I'm going to leave it like that, but I could mix it up. So maybe on the other side. I'm going to do that. So that was 5. Now we need 6, which is this one. 6. Don't really like the happy day thing because this is kind of a, if you want to say like a messed up book. So I want to hide that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hide it. And then I did love it. So, and then it'll kind of bring, because I have this on the January reads, so it'll kind of tie it up. Have the same thing on each side of the 2-page spread. And we'll do this. Oh, I forgot to do the star rating on book 5, but I'll just take that out at the end and do that. So this was 4 stars. Actually, let's just, as you know, I'm going to forget again. So let's just get this out. Let's get this. Let's put the star rating right there. And let's use purple. Why not? So that was another 4-star rating. A lot of people ask me where I got my stamp set. And it's this stamp set here. I don't know which company made it. I really don't remember. I think it was called It's All in the Details, but that's all I remember from it. And I had moved it in like one of those Avery envelopes, and usually I put the name and the name of the company, but I can't find the Avery envelopes, so I can't tell you what that is. Where did I get it? I got it probably at Simon Says Stamps, because that's usually where I get most of my scrapbooking. Oh, okay. So I do need one of these. It was backwards, and I thought it was the 2 separate ones first. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to fill up that whole other side. I think I'm going to have probably like an empty one. And I'll probably just decorate that. I don't know how. 6. That's 6 or 7. That's 6. Okay, let me look on here and see what book 7 is, so then at least I know what book I'm looking for. Our stop. Okay, it's right there. Sometimes it's right in front of your face and you just don't see it. Okay, we'll do this. Probably do that. I like circles and rectangles together. I like the look of them. I like, you know, just a little bit peeking out. So we'll do that. I'm going to straighten this out. Kind of like that, love this, but it's kind of big. So let's get some books and see where I can find maybe some stickers to stick on there instead. Oh, look at that little flower. Nothing complicated, just cute. And I like that leafy thing. There. Love it. Simple, cute. And then some enamel. dots. Why not? There we go. That's number 7. That's gonna go, should I change it up? No, I kind of like the books on all one side and the summary on the other. So we're gonna keep that trend going. Okay, so 8. So this one here should have a blue card. Where is the blue card? I know I had a card missing when I was putting them away, so that's probably the card that I have missing. I'll find it, maybe, someday. I find when I lose stuff, it's like I really don't know where that went. Okay, so I went and found this card. I kind of like that, my favorite there. I'm not going to make this one too complicated. It's just going to be like this with my star rating, a few enamel dots. We're going to call it good. Oh, I like these ones here. They're kind of little transparent. Let's use that. Oh, maybe not. They won't show because it's on white. There is a little bit more of this color, so I find when you have more choices, sometimes it's, you know, not always a good thing. I think blue, green, have a lot of silver pink, and silver and pink are the 4 most that I have. As soon as I get enamel dots in now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut them apart. I haven't bought enamel dots in forever, so my huge stash is now just this, and I'm okay with that, you know. That means I'm using it. I'm using what I have. Okay, now I lost my ink pad. There it is. Okay. And that was also a 4-star. And I'm going to do this color. Oops, wrong side. And like I said, there's going to be probably an opening, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to not do anything. Just leave it open, and then maybe find a card that has basically like a lot of writing on it, or a saying on it, or maybe I can find a bookish card. I had some bookish cards. So 8, 9, 10. Maybe I can leave this open. I know I had some bookish cards somewhere. I have no idea where they are though. Let me pause ya. Okay, so I just looked in that thing of cards, and there's this, and it's all the colors that I decided to use. So, okay, perfect. And then I'll put 9 and 10 here. So let's work on 9. That saved me a bit of work. And it's not that it's work, but you know what I mean. Okay. How about a gray marker? Do I have a gray marker? Must have a gray marker. Okay, that's taking too long. Just gonna go with this color. That was definitely a 5-star. That I was engaged from the moment I started reading that book. I was like totally in love with that book. So it's not one that I've heard a lot of people talk about either on BookTube. So if you've never read this author, she's pretty awesome. Tracy Jarvis Graves. I think she has 7 books out. 2 of them, well, one of them being a novella, and then 2 series. So On the Island and Uncharted, and then White Heart Hack and White Hot Hack. That's another 2-book series. The first one is a book and a novella, and the second one is 2 books. And then she has this one and then 2 more. So I bought them all on this one. I have the physical book. All the other ones, I have them on my Kindle. And I'm okay with that. So I want to make sure that I have, like, I'm reading a Kindle book every month. So I've decided that it's going to be her books right now. So I'm going to start her next book. And look, that's right. I already did that. Totally forgot. That was totally a surprise. I kind of had done that one a while ago. So yay. You know what? I wanted to use that the best. Let me take out that other one. This one's like that. But this one, because that was, to me, that was just the best book. Like, oh, I loved it so much. So I'm just going to put that in there, which is fine. Maybe some pink enamel dots. Oh, these are like rhinestones. Sure. They're faceted. Okay. And I like that I cut them all apart because, you know, I can basically just use almost a whole package or part of it, and then I know what's left. And so let me put my star over there so I don't lose that. I love that I was able to use up quite a bit from that one package. Usually that's what I do. I just pick something and I go with that. Again, to save time. Okay, so again, I just want to show you again, all side by side, because now it's all done. So give me 1 second while I get my life back in order here. Now, the very next thing I'm going to do is go downstairs with these and the originals, and I'm just going to copy exactly what I put in the other one, just because, you know, I've already been there, done that kind of thing. That one has some sticky on it, so I'm just going to put it on the outside so it does not get lost. And then all these I'll put together, and then I have a bag for my labels, so I'm just going to put those to the side, and I'll put them in the bag after. Put them to the side. Okay, let's put this to the side. Okay, a quick cleanup. So let's review. This is what it looks like now. I wish I had what it looked like with just the one page. I did find though that like all the books were all like kind of close together, but again, it's just to show everything that you've done, so, or read. So that's cool. I'm liking that. I like that, you know, January reads, I have kind of a filler card there, so that's good. Now the next one, well, this is what it would have looked like if I used that card. The next one is this one. It's a 2-page spread. I'm sorry if you can hear the microwave downstairs. It's a 2-page spread. And I got all my 10 books on there. It's a little busy, but I still like that. I have to say, I think I liked it better before I put all the journaling stuff. So if you just want to have an outlook of what your, you know, all your books that you read, that would be cool. I really like that little shelf with the little book. If you haven't seen the video for that, I make that little shelf with all the books with some stamps. Love that. I'm going to be using that over and over and over and over again. I can tell you that right now. And then the last one is my reading planner. Okay, my reading planner. It was hiding. I got this on Etsy, and that's where I just keep, you know, my TBR, but also every month, this one for sure I'm going to keep doing. I'm just going to do a little summary of all the books here. And then I want some in my 12 by 12. And the reason I want some in my 12 by 12 is whether I want to or not, like these are probably going to get thrown out after a while. So that's why I also want it in my album. So I think I'm going to go with this. And then once in a while, I'll just do, you know, I always do layouts about reading anyway. So I'll probably do once in a while, maybe a quarterly one would be cool to do a 2-page spread on, you know, how many books you read in 3 months. But that's it, guys. That's the 3 different ways that I sort of documented what I read in a specific month. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.